Hi, everybody. It's Shelley. It's our last week together. This week, we are going to talk about George Marsden's The Outrageous Idea of Christian Scholarship. And I really appreciated this book. It's a reasoned appeal to the academic community for inclusion of Christian scholars among the ranks. I really have thought about this long and hard. This is not my first experience with this book. I think this is probably the third time I've been through it. The work was published in '97, and it seems almost to have created a backlash against Christian scholars in a lot of circles, and I think that's rather sad. It kind of speaks to the all or nothing approach that people have these days. It's all pervasive. We are either atheist or fundamentalist with little room to recognize anything in between. So this idea of Christian scholarship really brings up a lot of fears with people. Marsden actually points this out, that there's this fear of these secularists who have gained power in the academy, and if they allow Christian scholars to come back into the academy, then they're afraid that things are going to turn out like they were 200 years ago, and they're going to lose their place at the table. It's somewhat understandable because Christians actually have historically behaved that way in some instances, but there's a problem. The problem for me is the definition of Christian. How Christian is Christian, and what flavor of Christianity are you talking about? Fundamentalist, Reformed, Orthodox, Evangelical, Liberal? So not only in this work where Christian is just a little too vague, it's the same in the academic community. And this is something that was really brought out as I looked at more at the book again. He does seem really optimistic that those who hold sway in the modern academic world will accept Christianity just like any other lens through which things are filtered. Yes, this makes a certain amount of logical sense. But whether that's going to happen or not, I think he's a little too optimistic there. One of the things I really did get out of this is his tone of moderation. Moderation needs to be our conversational tone, while excellence should be the goal of our efforts. We need to put scholarship out there, and this is one of the encouragements, that we need to put things out there that people can't ignore. But at the same time, we cannot be intolerant ourselves or bombastic. Nobody does well with confrontation. So this moderate approach, this calm and reasoned approach to me speaks to me. We waste our energy and we create images of Christianity if we are overly enthusiastic, I guess we could say. One of the most intriguing yet troubling things that I found in Marsden's work is that religious pluralism breeds a richer intellectual community. This has the potential to be true. Academic ecumenism, if you will, has the potential to create a wide range of ideas, but it also has the potential to create volatility and confrontation, especially in the modern culture that we are living, where confrontation seems to be the norm. Only when all parties are self-aware and self-controlled is the kind of academic utopia that Marsden sees really possible. It's contrary to that us versus them mentality. Overall, the book is worth reading more than once. I've always gotten more out of it with an additional read. Do I think he's overly optimistic? Yes, but maybe that's the point. And I won't fault him for the book he didn't write. So it's one of those things that really encourages me to do the kind of work that is impossible to ignore, and to continue to work because the efforts will be worth it. Thanks, everybody, for a great 8 weeks.